I guess we'll just go in this random order. So Darkened Sky, the Skittles adventure game, extremely difficult, but with save states and handing back and forth between Ilion and myself, I thought that game was actually just really fun to play through on stream. It has such bullshit to it out of nowhere. So I think that particular experience was what made it fun though. But I did have fun with Darkened Sky, so I'm gonna put that on fun. Shrek Super Party, one of the many Mario parties that we played. Shrek Super Party is not a very good game, but I wouldn't say it's unfun, like, all the way. I would go with lightly unfun. It is not a good Mario Party, but it's a good meme. Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, the WiiWare title. I feel like this was also fun because it was a co-op experience back and forth, but it's not necessarily like a great Castlevania or anything. It's easily skippable. Yeah, it's definitely easily skippable. But I had enough fun with it, again, in that couch co-op experience that I think slightly fun's a good spot for it. One Piece Pirate Carnival, the Gamecube One Piece Mario Party game. I think this was also actually pretty fun. I'll put that up there. Yeah, we have a ton of games that we played this year, almost all of which were on stream, either my own or someone else's. I think the only one that wasn't was Pokemon Shining Pearl. We did a bunch of Connect games this year. Not all of our Connect games this year, though. We've been slowly going through that list as I feel motivated to play more Connect stuff. Alright, Loco Roco for PSP. The first Loco Roco. I feel like this game was a really fun 2 hours. Darkened Sky is ranked too high. I ranked Darkened Sky this high because it's not a good game. It's not. But playing with an emulator, playing with save states, and passing the game back and forth between Ilion and myself was actually just super fun. There's a lot of bullshit in that game, but I think that actually made for some fun stream experience. So I'm ranking that a little higher because I thought it was also fun for streaming. Loco Roco, I feel like, was a really good 2 hours that then extended to 6 hours for some reason and just kind of outplayed its welcome a little bit. So I think it's a fun enough game where I think the music is good, but I feel like it's too long to the point where, like, I knew it was short, but I almost didn't want to finish it, and I did anyway. I'm gonna put that in the slightly unfun. I think it was fun enough, but it outplayed its welcome a bit. Hey, what's up, Sharpers? Yo, for anybody that doesn't know, Sharper's gonna be playing an FMV game on GDQ, I believe, tonight. So, y'all should check that out. See Darkened Sky up that list? I'm gonna play Darkened Sky alone in a dark room. Well, no, but this is my experience with this game. Not this game in general, right? So I feel like this is justified. My experience with Darkened Sky was that I enjoyed my personal way of going about it. Nier Automata, really good. It wasn't good enough for me to want to do, like, 7 endings to get the quote-unquote true ending of the actual story by replaying the game 3 times till I get to the actual branch in the story that, after the 3rd ending, reaches out to the real extension of the game. What the fuck, Yoko Taro? But I really, really like Nier Automata. You feel like this bottom is made for Dokapon? That is correct. This is the Dokapon section. That's where this goes. Harvey Birdman I like more than Darkened Sky. It didn't outplay its welcome. It was really fun and interesting and funny. It's definitely not as good as Nier Automata, so this seems like a good spot for it. Monopoly Party. Unfun. This is supposedly a Mario Party Monopoly game for the Gamecube, but in reality, it's just Monopoly. And every board is exactly the same with a different color on it. Like Monopoly. So I feel like I was lied to by them calling it Monopoly Party. Intentionally. No, I had fun with Monopoly because Cam was having no fun with Monopoly. That doesn't mean I enjoyed Monopoly Party. I enjoyed my friend's misery. That's different. That's a different experience. Now, that said, Mario Party 5, I really like Mario Party. I don't care what people say. Mario Party's a good time. Easily better than Darkened Sky or Harvey Birdman. Not as good as Nier Automata. Alright, Fahrenheit. Indigo Prophecy. A David Cage game. It's a hot meme. It's not good. It's not a good game. But goddamn, I had a lot of fun with Indigo Prophecy. I'm gonna put Indigo Prophecy up here. I had fun with that game. It's so dumb and memey. There's something about David Cage games, man. They're not good at all. But they're so fucking dumb, I love it. Yeah, it's like a train wreck. You just have to watch the thing happen. It's so good. The ending just kind of comes out of nowhere. It's a real terrible ending. This game is not good, but I had fun playing it, and that's the important part. Pokemon Snap, the new one. I did like Pokemon Snap, the new one. I was looking forward to it for a long time. I would say I enjoyed it a little bit less than Nier Automata, though. I think that's a fair spot for it. I don't really have, like, a desire to go back and play Pokemon Snap. I might go back and play Nier Automata eventually. Yeah. Metroid Dread. I haven't finished this yet, but I fucking love Metroid Dread. This game is so good. It looks so good. It sounds good. The movement's good. I don't actually, like, hate the bosses like I do in a lot of Metroid games that I played. All in all, a huge improvement over the Prime series, which I was not having a lot of fun with, but I do want to dig in more. Alright, I've been playing Shining Pearl as well. Shining Pearl's really good. This has been off-stream, though, so y'all have not seen this, but really, really enjoying Pokemon Shining Pearl. I missed this Gen 4 when it came out originally, so it's brand new to me, which is why I'm kind of liking it so much. Alright, Breath of the Wild DLC. It's more Breath of the Wild. I got as much playtime out of the DLC as I did out of the main game. And it was really hard to pull away from that and just not keep playing Breath of the Wild forever. I don't know if I would go back and replay Dread at this point, but I would absolutely go back to Breath of the Wild again. So that's easily at the top of the list right now. Alright, Paper Mario Color Splash. I feel like Color Splash is not as good as Origami King, which I played last year. I really liked Color Splash, though. It also was a little bit long, but it had a lot of heart. I think I would put Color Splash here. It's the only Wii U title that did not make it over to Switch, and I think that's a shame. This is a game that more people should definitely experience. Alright, Jerry Rice and Nidus's Dog Football. It's better than Castlevania. Pretty easily. I did not have as much fun with Jerry Rice and Nidus's Dog Football as I did playing Darkened Sky with Gillion, though. Yeah, I think that's where that game goes. Yeah, some people don't like Breath of the Wild, and I get that. It's totally my jam, though. Alright, WarioWare, Get It Together. I was kind of expecting to like this game a lot more than I did. It's good. I don't know, there's something about it where I'm like, this is WarioWare, it's fun. I don't really have the drive to replay it like I do with like WarioWare Inc. Or some of the DS titles. It's the best WarioWare or WarioWare-like game in quite a while, though. I'd put it here. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's not a bad game. Alright, Kirby Return to Dreamland. This game was a ton of fun. Again, really fun with co-op. I really like Kirby's Return to... This game whips. This game absolutely whips. This might be... I think I enjoyed this more than Nier Automata. I don't think it stands out as much as these titles for me. But it's definitely, like, up here. Yeah. Alright. We're slowly making it. This is every other game now on this list. We've moved enough so that they all show finally. NES Remakes Pack for Wii U. So this is a mix of NES Remakes Pack 1 and NES Remakes Pack 2 for the 3DS, but released on Wii U is one packaged in title. I think both games together actually is a lot of value. There's a lot of fun little challenges within this pack, and some decent replayability. I didn't really want to, like... The only problem I have with it is that you have to 100% the game to unlock, like, all the games that are part of the pack. And that means, like, perfect on every stage and every challenge, which is a huge pain in the ass. So I got, like, my value out of it. It's good. I wish they just didn't lock everything. Or force you to unlock challenges to play them. I put it right here. I think the WarioWare is a little bit better, but not by much. Alright, Zombie U. Also known as Zombie on Steam. And anywhere that's not the Wii U. Zombie U is like a pretty interesting survival game with horror elements, but I wouldn't call it survival horror. It's weird. I think the game was actually pretty good. It has a lot of roguelike elements. It's surprising that it didn't do well. But at the same time, I was like, it had some uncomfortable imagery with no warnings. I guess I would put it above Loco Roco. It was fine. It was slightly unfun because of some of the roguelike elements, but also that's kind of what I liked about it. I didn't like it enough to keep playing it, though. Alright. Link's Awakening Remake. This was really good. It also still has a lot of the same problems as the original Link's Awakening. Namely, this stupid... what was the dungeon I hated? Was it the one where you throw the boulder at the pillars? It might have been. I think it's like a really good graphical update, a lot of quality of life stuff, game's still very good. I'd put it right here. I would rather play Kirby or Nier Automata than Link's Awakening. Yeah. It's just that one issue with it where I'm like, oh, I wish they would have fixed this for the remake, but I guess I see why they didn't. It's still really good. Deltarune Chapter 2. Deltarune Chapter 2. Am I gonna update this at the end of December? Maybe. I could save it. Is that the... Wait, that can't be right, is it?
Okay, this is epic.
This is epic. Is this what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Alright, Deltarune Chapter 2. I really like Deltarune Chapter 2. There's a lot of good jokes. It was just a fun time. I can see myself replaying it. 2 Zeldas high on my list. You're the Zelda. I don't even like Zelda. I think I would put Deltarune Chapter 2 right below the Breath of the Wild DLC. I fucking love Breath of the Wild so much. That's really high on that list. Okay, hear me out. Resident Evil 6. Here, let's go back to this music. Resident Evil 6. Oh god, that game's so fucking long. I think I enjoyed Darkened Sky more than Resident Evil 6. Specifically because Darkened Sky is shorter. But there were a lot of good memes in Resident Evil 6. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to jump every 10 minutes in the game is very good. And all the rolling and crawling towards enemies with your tippy toes. I think Resident Evil 6 was a fun time. It was just really long. I put it... It's either at the bottom of the fun tier or at the top of the slightly fun tier. I'm not sure where. I'll put it at the bottom of the fun. Alright, Aria of Sorrow. This is a really good Castlevania. I think I'd put her back here. I've never actually played Aria of Sorrow, I don't think all the way through. I played Portrait of Ruin and some of the DS ones. As well as some of the NES ones, but never all the way through Aria, so... I knew Aria was good. It was even a little bit better than I thought. Having to get the true ending by, like, solving a puzzle of, like, which spirit you get and what you have equipped when you fight Dracula, when there are random drops to get the spirits, kinda sucks. But you don't have to get the true ending. It's still a really good game. Alright. Disney Party. This is one of the worst Mario parties we played. I think it was actually worse than Shrek Super Party. Yeah. It was more boring, and it's way more incomprehensible. Both of these had awful scoring systems, but this one was just like a weird bingo board or something. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. Alright, Metal Slug 3. Okay, Dokapon Kingdom. I fucking hated Dokapon Kingdom so much. Was it good content? Yes. Was it fun? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not fun at all. Gonna put that one on the bottom. I'm surprised our friendship lasted through that, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think I have PTSD from Dokapon Kingdom, and that's not even a joke. That's just like reality. When I see this box art, I wince. It's bad. Alright, Metal Slug 3. This game was way harder than I remember it being. The art is cool as shit. I love the art. But man, this game is so hard. I think I would put it here? I think? Yeah, this game cost us $70 to complete in quarters. I enjoyed our time when Nick and I played through it. I did not really have fun with the game, I would say. What it was doing wasn't fun, it was just eating quarters. Yeah. Man, the art is so good, too. It's a shame. I don't think this game's actually good. Speaking of games that aren't good, Okami HD. Okami is frustrating for me. I really like the art style. And I like the dungeon design. I played this on PC. I did 3 sessions of Okami HD before I quit. The dungeons are really fun. The problem is that there's a 2-hour tutorial of just being talked to like a child, where the game over-explains everything, and it's really annoying. And then after that, you have to wander around for 2 hours doing pointless busy work before you can get to a dungeon that actually, like, is fun. If the game was just the dungeons, I think I would really like it, but I just don't. I just don't like Okami. I like the art, I can appreciate the music and art. I can appreciate the character design. I do not like this game. Guilty Gear Strive. This game is gorgeous. It's the best looking fighting game I've ever played. May's really fun to play. The lobby system needs work, but that's every fighting game. It's down by Monopoly. Okami's better than Shrek Super Party and Disney's Party. And I would say the dungeons in Okami are better than Metal Slug 3 as a whole. Yeah. I like the presentation of Loco Roco as a whole better than Okami, though, so I think this is a good spot. Strive, I think, is really cool. I like Strive. I would put Strive probably about here. It's a really good fighting game, it looks really good, music's great, it's fun to play. It's just a good fighting game. Erica. This was a fantastic FMV game. The best looking FMV game I've ever played. I enjoyed playing it on the PS4. The touchscreen or not touchscreen, the touch panel on the controller actually works super well for all the motion stuff that they wanted you to do. The story's interesting. It's a very adult story. It's supernatural and cool. It's also short. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Erica is just a very enjoyable game. I like that game. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me switch music real quick here. I think this is the one I want. You got your physical copy? Sick. Erica's really good. It's short. There's some nice alternate paths, I think, that are interesting. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter which path you go down, since they all lead to the same ending. So there's a little bit of that, like, false narrative there. But I love the performances in that game. Like, it's such a good game. Alright, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. I feel like this game's good by the Yakuza devs. It also overstays its welcome a bit. And by the end of the game, the only way they could increase difficulty was just to throw literally 200 enemies at you with no healing before a boss fight with no healing. Which then led into a boss fight with no healing. Like, the ending is such dog shit. And a lot of the last, like, 3 or 4 chapters of this game are just busy work time wasting to make the game longer. This game, I think, would be really good at half the length. Or if you just stopped halfway and looked up the cutscenes afterwards. I think I put Lost Paradise here. I would have had a better experience if they didn't try to extend it so long. The stuff from the manga that's all referenced throughout the game is really cool, but you have to, like, grind for music, for your car. Like, there's so much depth to this game, and none of it, like, matters. Yeah. I don't know. I liked it. It got me interested in playing some Yakuza games, but I'm also, like, kind of frustrated by it. Alright. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. This was on Gamecube. It's the arcade port. I would say Gauntlet Dark Legacy is a very good arcade title. I think I would put it up here. This game still whips. It's also really fun to play co-op. Yeah. There we go. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Alright, Chicory. Chicory is a really good game. It covers a lot of really dark and important topics like depression, overworking yourself, constantly comparing yourself to others. There's just a lot of really important topics, and at the end of the day, the game has a really positive message about just doing your own thing and breaking out of the shell of what you're expected to do or what you think you should do and just doing you. And it has a really good heartfelt message, and I really like the art. I think Chicory might be my favorite game so far this year. I never played Wandersong, no. I know it's by the Wandersong dev. I actually checked it out because of Leonard. Yeah, I will put Chicory up there, I think. Higher than Dokapon? Wow. Alright, World Zen Club. This is by 2Kyo Games, which is the studio that was created from the Danganronpa and Nonary Games devs. They also made an anime of a different property, original. So this is their original game. I think my frustration with this game is that it does a bait and switch at the beginning of being a Danganronpa game, which is obviously the joke. But then the rest of the game just kind of like switches over to a visual novel after being an action title. So there's action sequences, but they feel like they're just kind of padding to the next visual novel like story dump. I don't feel like Danganronpa or the Nonary games had that problem. I liked some of the twists in the story, sure. This is another one that makes you do literally 100% of the game to get the true ending, which I didn't enjoy, so we watched the ending on YouTube. I don't know, this game's frustrating to me. I like what they were doing, but I don't think it was really executed well. I guess I put it right here. Alright. Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive for Gamecube. Which, as we all remember, especially if you weren't here, is the... Here, let me pause this. I'm 16! For 2.5 hours. Two and a half hours of this. And not only that, it only has like 4 mini games, and it takes fucking forever to get. It might be the worst Mario Party outside of like Dokapon Kingdom I've literally ever played. I think this is also in the tier of Dokapon Kingdom. I honestly think this is where you send someone as punishment. The Cenobites make people play Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive for Nintendo GameCube as some sort of sick perversion. That's a hard no for me. Alright, me and my Katamari. This is the PSP Katamari game I played a little bit of. This game's really good. The only problem I have is that the soundtrack is actually just reused from the first Katamari. But at the same point, or at the same time, it's a fucking good soundtrack. That's not actually that big of a problem. The other big problem is that the controls don't really like super translate well from a dual analog to a D-pad and analog setup that was on the PSP. So it made like controlling your Katamari just really difficult, to the point where I was just always trying to rotate one direction because it was so hard to get it to do what I wanted to do that I would just go in a circle and then like exit my loop when I wanted, you know, when I got to the direction I wanted to go. So the controls are a problem. The levels were really fun. Music's still good, even if there isn't new music. I think me and my Katamari is pretty fun. I would put this above Mario Party. I think that's fair. Yeah, that looks right to me. Next is Ninja Baseball Batman, the arcade title that Nick and I played through. This game is actually like really rare. It's super hard to find a Ninja Baseball Batman cabinet. So I think that's most of the like mythos around the game, is it's rare, so it has to be good. And, like, it's okay. It's not an amazing beat-em-up. It's not a bad beat-em-up. It's just kind of... It's okay. I think I would put it... here. I think I would rather play Jerry Rice and Nidus' Dog Football than Ninja Baseball Batman. They're rare because they aren't that appealing. Not always, but arcade cabinets, sometimes they just didn't make a whole lot of them, yeah. It isn't great. It's okay. Yeah, I think up here's fine. This is Power Rangers Ninja Storm, which is every single level is a beat-em-up level with a boss fight and a robot, and there's an anime opening and an anime outro that follows the plot of Ninja Storm with FMVs. Holy shit, this game whips. Are you kidding me? Power Rangers Ninja Storm. It's easy. The difficulty's not hard, but goddamn, this game whips. It's so much fun. It just goes so hard. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, No More Heroes for Wii. I feel like No More Heroes held up better than I thought it would, the first one. I have the second one, but I got the Switch remake, I guess, because the Switch version doesn't have DMCA problems that the original release does, so that was a bit of a problem. I felt like the game kind of dragged on a little bit too, but the boss fights are fun. It's just like, as you get further in the game, it just kind of is like, hey, by the way, you know the worst part of the game? What if you did more of it? What if you just did nothing before the fun part? Yeah, that's the joke. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. So there's just a lot of grinding to get to the fun parts, but the fun parts are really fun. I think this, again, is more fun than Mario Party. No, maybe I put it down here. I think I put it down here with, it has some of the same problems that Fist of North Star Lost Paradise has, where it just has a lot of padding. I think they improved on that a lot in the second No More Heroes, so... Also, Travis Touchdown isn't much of a... or as much of a creep in the second one, I think, so... Alright, Lupin the Third Punch the Monkey Game Edition. The Lupin the Third anime music video rhythm game with songs from the 30th anniversary Lupin the Third remix and mashup albums released only in Japan. This game's cool as hell. It's actually like a pretty good PS1 rhythm game. Oh yeah, for $3 you should jump on Erica for sure and download that and play it. Erica's so good. I think I got it on a PS4 sale for a couple bucks as well. That's why I played it. This is just a really fun rhythm game. The music's good. I think I put it here. Yeah, I think I put it below Mario Party. Point Blank PS1. This is the light gun arcade shooter, but it had a quest mode, which is what I was playing. So the quest mode is literally a light gun RPG, where you get XP and you do mini games from the game to fight random encounter enemies, and you get, you know, quest items and talk to NPCs. It's wild. It's also kind of trolly bullshit, as it turns out, and I don't think I had a lot of fun playing it, which is why we only did one stream of it. I think I'd put Point Blank here. I don't think it's a very good game for the quest mode. All the arcade stuff is good, but man, that thing is real mean. For no reason. Yeah, it's probably worse than Metal Slug. The quest mode, anyway. Probably worse than Metal Slug, to be honest. Like, it has you talk to an NPC, which is like, I will never let you go past, go away. You talk to the NPC again, and it's like, hey, I said fucking go away, I'll never let you pass. This is for real. I'm not lying to you, find another way. You talk to another character who tells you to go talk to them. You go back and like, I fucking told you to go away. You go back to that other NPC, it's like, hey, just try again. I'm sure it'll work this time, wink. And then it does, because it's a different character for no reason. It's such bullshit. The game literally lies to you. Just to waste your time. So like, at that point, I just didn't continue with it. Yeah, it's probably worse than Metal Slug. Alright. Geppy X 70s. What is it? 70s anime robot Geppy X or something like that is the full title. It's a Japanese PS1 title, which again has an anime opening, anime outro for every single level. It's a shmup. It has really good comedy. It has fake advertisements in-game for fake products that don't exist, which is always a good joke. I like Geppy X. The only problem I have with Geppy X is that it's, like, very difficult. You almost have to, like, redo levels a lot until you get good at them and don't lose any lives. And then save after that attempt and just keep doing it. So that you have extra lives for the later levels. So I've never finished the story of Geppy X. The other fun thing about Geppy X is that it originally was going to be an anime, which is why they have all these FMVs of the anime. But the anime got canceled before they finished it. So they used all the footage to make a video game. So it wasn't just scrapped, which is what this is. I think I would put Geppy X. And if the difficulty wasn't so high, I think I would still put it up here. It's the same type of experience as the Ninja Storm Power Rangers game, but it doesn't have the difficulty problem of that game, so. There we go. Soul Calibur 6. Has 2B as a character, which is my main. The game is just a really good fighting game. I love Soul Calibur. I think I've been playing more Guilty Gear than Soul Calibur because my friends have been playing Guilty Gear. So it's easier for me to jump into a Guilty Gear game than it's a Soul Calibur game, but I would love to play more Soul Calibur. It's definitely a worse game than Guilty Gear Strive. Did I have fun with Soul Calibur? Yeah, I had fun with Soul Calibur. I think I would put that up here.
You could hear a pin drop.
Alright, The Good Life. Oh man. This is sure is a story game that we're playing through right now. I think The Good Life is really, really stupid and really funny and really weird. And I never know what the fuck is gonna happen next, and it's so memey. And I think I actually love this game. It's just weird. I would put this up here, I think. I am really enjoying The Good Life. Yeah. Alright, Time Splitters 2, Gamecube. Still really fun. Plays just like an arena shooter should. My biggest problem with it is that the normal difficulty is actually too punishing, but that might have been a bug, question mark. There's checkpoints in normal that just don't work. I don't know what's up with that. So I had to do easy mode. Hey, what's up, Drex? But easy was still really fun, it was just too easy. I think I still really like Time Splitters 2. I think this game is really cool. I think I would put it below the new Snap.
It has been
We're almost... Well, we're not almost done. We're getting close to done with going through the list of stuff I've played. Alright, Baby Coyote. Baby Coyote! Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find one of the songs real quick. I'm doing okay. I've been talking for 40-some, 50 minutes, I guess. So I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, but doing okay. Oh, Jesus. The music in the trailer is also way too fucking loud. Great. Alright, Baby Coyote. Baby Coyote is a masterpiece of gaming. And I did it all for the Archipelago, to save Craft Kingdom from the evil Captain Fat Cat. And you know you're looking fine. And it had some, like, sexual content music for some reason. But the Turks and Caicos Islands are a magical place. They're a magical, magical place. And I'm ready. I'm ready. So... God, how much fun did I have with Baby Coyote? I think I really like Baby Coyote. Where would I put it, though? I think I put it up here. Baby Coyote is more fun than Mario Party. It's also free. Hamtaro Rainbow Rescue. This game is just really cute. I think it is a bit repetitive, though. And it's not quite as good as the previous Hamtaro game, Ham Ham Heartbreak. It's definitely not as good of a game. I think I'd put it up here. Yeah, probably about here. Alright, so this is SJ19 Learns to Love. It's the game that was made by the same dev as SpookyGhost.com, which is a pixel Metroidvania. It had a lot of improvements from SpookyGhost.com. So, like, I could play without my hands hurting, which was good. I never actually went back and finished it. I liked what I played. It was definitely a good Metroidvania. I think it's about the same as, like, Castlevania Adventure Rebirth in my mind. As far as, like, fun value. Yeah. Alright, have a good one, Nick. Mahjong Soul. The horniest anime mahjong on Twitch. But only sometimes. I really like Mahjong Soul. My biggest problem with it is, like, I'm kind of wary of playing forever games again. I don't want to get in the habit of just streaming the same thing every day, like I used to do. But I really like Mahjong Soul. I think I'd put it up here. Mahjong Soul is fun. Yeah, that one, Big F, yeah. Alright, this is Unbeatable White Label, which is a demo for a Kickstarter game that I backed, and is just a really cool rhythm game with some fantastic music. I'm looking forward to this game. I think this was really good, and I enjoyed playing the demo so much. I actually played the demo like 2 or 3 times on stream. I think I put it about here, which is really high for what is essentially a demo. Later Alligator. So I played Later Alligator technically like the last week of 2020, but I'm counting it for 2021. It's a really cute, like, puzzle minigame type of game with really good music, good hand-drawn animation. The only problem is that it has a sliding puzzle, and sliding puzzle should have died in 1998. They should have gone the way of the dodo and the Beanie Baby. Down with sliding puzzles in video games. I really like Later Alligator. This game's really cute. It's really, really cute. I think I would put that up here. It's just a fun game. Oh, you got a clip from it? Sick. Alright, we're almost done with the list now. So, Avengers Battle for the Earth. This is the Kinect Avengers fighting game that can also be played 2 players with 1 Kinect, where you're standing next to each other and hopefully don't punch each other in the face. The biggest problem with this game is that every single character is exactly the same, and they all basically do the same thing, so it doesn't matter what character you play. Oh, the slide whistle. Let me look at this clip. What is this clip? Do I remember this clip? It makes the soda combo so great. The last of my baby teeth disintegrated. Whoo, with a slide whistle noise. Oh, baby. I bet it sounded like this. That would be wild. That's a good clip. Alright, Avengers Battle for the Earth. It's not a good game. It's very repetitive. It forces you to unlock characters, which I hate in fighting games. It's not a good game. I think I would put it above Point Blank. Now, Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwreck is also bad. It's the Alvin and the Chipmunks chipmunk version of Pop Songs Kinect dance game in the Just Dance engine, where they bastardize music in a way that is incomprehensible and probably illegal. And it was really fun to play. I really like this game. For purely ironic reasons. I had a lot of fun with it. So it's better than Soul Calibur 6. You heard it here first. There we go. That's an accurate ranking, alright? An Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs. This is another game that I felt like really overstayed its welcome. It has a really interesting story about like long-distance relationships. And there's so much just like pointless back and forth that feels unnecessary. And after about an hour in game, you've kind of heard every joke. And then every joke repeats itself on every world. For a small dev team with stock photo dogs, it's a really solid hour, but not much more. I think that is also probably better than Metal Slug. I had some fun with it though. You know what? It's probably at the top of the slightly unfun, or bottom of the slightly fun. Alright, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. This game sucks. I don't know why people like this game. This is the worst beat 'em up I think I've played all year. I remember not liking it when it came out either, because I bought it. I think people were just like, they really like Scott Pilgrim, especially the movie. But as far as like beat 'em up goes, man, this one's not fun. I think it's even worse than Metal Slug 3. I put it back down there. Alright, Strange Brigade. I think it's really close to Resident Evil 6 for me. Where it's a fun co-op game. It's AAA title. Nice polish.
And name you all, but there's no need of that. Why stir the
Doesn't really have any like annoying bullshit stuff, so yeah.
You were fooled like
up there.
Stone, fooled and trapped in your desire to rebel against your fate. Gentlemen of the jury, it is the eternal right of every man to raise his fist against his fate.
Up next is Time Crisis.
Died,
What the hell was it called? Raising
cross
Storm, I think.
you took the
So this
wrong
is
turn,
Time Crisis
so
4,
he gave a stone. But he
a
found
pirate
time.
shooty
He's
arcade
here tonight
game,
to save his soul.
and another arcade
Gentlemen
game.
of the jury,
The pirate game was good, the Time Crisis game was not good. But that pirate game was actually really fun.
growing calm. Smell of grass.
I think overall it's probably below NES Remix, but actually a pretty good light gun game for the arcade stuff that they ported over.
You must all remember, an art belongs to touching it.
Sayonara Wild Hearts I absolutely adore. I think I would put this way up by Deltarune, actually, even. This game's just really good. It doesn't really have like a lot of replayability necessarily, as far as gameplay goes, but replaying the game just feels like a comfort food. Sitting down and listening to an album. It's the same experience. It's not really a game in that aspect, as much as it is enjoying a musical experience. Kind of like that Daft Punk movie, the 555 movie or whatever. Yeah, I put Sayonara Wild Hearts really high. Conan. Oh, Conan sucked. Oh god, Conan sucked. And it was like very misogynistic and offensive and gross. And not very well made. God, Conan sucks. The fuck did they do? I'm glad I only did the one stream of that. It was a PS2 title on the PS3 that played like a PS1 game. An early PS1 game. Ugh, I don't know what the hell they did. And it had the writing of a fucking Leisure Suit Larry game. Alright. Lego Island 2. This was a hot meme until I got lost and didn't know what to do anymore. It's not a good game, but it is a hot meme. I think I put it up here. Guilty Gear Plus R. I think I like Plus R a little bit less than Strive, because it was harder for me to get into Guilty Gear Plus R. Since I'm more used to 3D fighters, it felt like Strive sort of incorporated a lot more of the new school of fighting game, where Plus R was still, like, obviously an old title. I only played it because they had a resurgence when they added rollback to the netcode for their servers after, like, 10, however many years. But it's still a really good game. I think it's slightly below Baby Coyote, which is high marks. Alright, Fox Hunt for the PS1. This was also a hot meme FMV game. I didn't finish it because it got too hard at one point. But I wanted to. I think I would put Fox Hunt about here. It's very silly. It's really silly. And definitely a product of its time. But it was fun. It was fun. To that same extent, Wirehead for Sega CD. I played this on Ty's stream as a couch co-op. And this was an absolute blast. Wirehead is so much fun to play. It's just wild. It's not as good as Erica. I think I'll put Wirehead way up here. I really like Wirehead. That game's cool as hell. Alright, Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't actually think I had as much fun with Double Dash as I had when it originally came out. This is another couch co-op on Ty's stream. I feel like Double Dash didn't age as well with the quality of life stuff that was added into the newer Mario Karts. It just controls weird, which was frustrating. I think I would put it over here. It was still fun, but it wasn't as fun as I was remembering it being. Jackbox Party Pack 8. I think there's actually like a good solid 4 games in Jackbox Party Pack 8. Yeah, it's a solid one. Jackbox Party Pack 6 has Joke Boat, which immediately makes it the most fun game in all of existence. Joke Boat. The joke boat immediately makes this unfun. Which is part of the fun, because it's so bad. It's unbelievably bad. I either love Joke Boat or hate it. I haven't decided. I think I hate it. I don't know. I love to hate it? I don't know. Fuck. Alright. Phasmophobia, still really good. They've added a lot of new content over the last year. Every time I go back to it, it's a ton of fun. Shark and Camo Mario Party. Mario Party 5 is fairly high. I do really enjoy Phasmophobia. I think it's about here. I can always go back to Phasmo and expect to have a good time. Alright, Gartic Phone. I like Gartic Phone, but it's also mentally exhausting. Because there's just so much drawing. I think I put it over here. It's worse than Jackbox Party Pack 8, and worse than Mario Party, because of the mental, like, effort. But it's a good game, and I have fun with it. Let's Tap for the Wii, which has a couple bangers. I think this game's fun and underrated, and most people don't know about it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I wouldn't put it up in, like, this high, I think, but in my, like, 1 or 2 hours of Let's Tap and tapping on a box with the Wii Remote sitting on top of it, I think I had more fun than No More Heroes. Pikmin 3 I don't actually think is a good game. Well, it's a good game, but, like, not for me, I should say. It's well polished, it's Pikmin. I just find it so anxiety-inducing to play that it's hard for me to enjoy. I would put it near Okami. In that same, like... I'm sure it's a good game and people love this, but I really don't. Mario Golf Toadstool 4. It's golf. There's not a lot to it. I think I would rather play dog football, so I'll put it over here. Sam & Max Season 2. We did a couple episodes from that. I really like the Sam & Max episodes. I just got to a point where I was playing so many of them that like I burnt myself out on them, so I think I'll come back and finish these eventually. I played through all of these before, too, in my own time, way before any of the streams I did of them, so I definitely just kind of burnt myself out when I'm like, oh, I'll just do all the Sam & Max games, and then I looked at the list and it's 18, and I'm like, that's too much Sam & Max at once. That's too many. Or something. It was a lot. It was a lot. So, but I think the episodes I played this year were fun. Vib Ribbon. I feel like Vib Ribbon, the built-in songs for Vib Ribbon are not that exciting. What it does with like CDs that you put in to your PS3 in this case, although it's a PS1 title, are good. It makes for fun little rhythm stuff. I wouldn't say it's as good as Let's Tap. It's definitely not as good as Unbeatable. It's not as good as the Loop On game. It's a little bare bones is the big problem. I guess I would put Vib Ribbon about here. And last but not least is Rise of Nightmares, which is a hot frickin' Connect meme. That also has some punishing checkpoints. But man, it's a hot meme. I think I'll put Rise of Nightmares below Fox Hunt. Specifically because of the meme. Okay. There we go. That's the list of every game I've played this year. Which is a lot of games, as it turns out. Best game I played this year was Chicory, followed by the Breath of the Wild DLC, and then Deltarune Chapter 2. I'm gonna download an image of that for the Twitters. I feel like we played a lot of good games this year, and only a couple, like, despicable monster... Oh god, why? Like, most of my games that I played this year were at least in the fun category, right? Everything up here I would suggest playing. Every single game on this top. And also every single game in this one. Easily. Like, such easy recommendations. And then once you get down here, it becomes more, like, specialized interest. And then these are, like, not perfect games. They have problems. These are just straight terrible and fuck off. Right? So, this... I feel like this list makes sense. And it's fun to review, like, a couple years ago, the amount of games I played were, like, 10. Maybe. In a whole year. Because I was just so used to playing forever games. I never left myself time to play stuff. And, like, look at this now. Look how much stuff I played. That's cool. It's fun to look at it all in one spot. Alright, let me... 1 second. There we go. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this stream. Just a nice short, let's review what we did this year streams.
Pretty soon, it'll all turn to dust.
You don't play as many games now, but you listen to a lot of different music. That's cool, yeah. Mahjong against Streets of Rage. Oh, Streets of Rage 4 should be in here somewhere, but technically that was last year. I guess the DLC came out this year, right? I would probably put the Streets of Rage 4 DLC like over by Pokemon Snap, I'd say. Up here. It's a really good DLC.
Ice cream or you'll lick the floor.
Yeah.
Because